Hi YouTube family! If you're new to my channel, my name is Brittany and I'm a Houston artist here to help you with all of your artistic needs. For today's video, I thought I would go over the best watercolor supplies that you can have within your studio for 2025. Before we get started with the video, I thought we could go over the top list for the best watercolors you can have for 2025 through the Spruce Crafts. I've said this so many times and I've said it so many times wrong, so I finally got it right. But I'm only gonna go over just like quick bullet points. If you would like to know more in-depth information from this article, I of course will link it below. But the best overall watercolor that you can have within your studio will be Winsor & Newton, and it's gonna be their watercolor studio set. I'll go ahead and add a picture of that right here. The next one that is going to be the best for you to have within your collection, that's going to be for professional artists, will be Artesa's watercolor set. Another picture there. So I've tried like a few watercolors. Watercolor is not really my forte. However, in my personal opinion, when it goes to the best watercolors you could ever have, I think that's really subjective, to be 100% honest, because guess what? Everyone's art style is 100% different, and you're just gonna have to experiment for which one is gonna be best for what you're doing within the artworks that you produce. I'm gonna show you the two that I have moving next, and really it's just gonna be a fun experiment for you. If this is your new venture into watercolors, get ready to have some fun. But let's get started with the video. I don't want to talk your head off. Let's just get to it. This is a quick one. So let's have fun, get started, and of course, get our hands dirty. As mentioned before, I'm going to go ahead and show the two watercolor supply sets I have within my collection. Starting first with Artist Loft watercolor pencils. This is a set I'd purchased a long time ago, and it has about 24 pieces within this collection. The next one that I have is this watercolor palette set. This one I think I purchased from Hobby Lobby a very long time ago, way before even COVID. Like I said before, I do not really use watercolors, but they have held up so far and I actually like them. I do like that they have a little palette below where you can actually mix your colors if need be. So you can take, let's say, yellow, and you can even take orange and mix those at the bottom of the palette. And then these are a few of my brushes that I have as well too. These are mixed media brushes, but there are watercolor brushes that you can purchase on the market. And then of course, something you need when you are doing more painting is your handy dandy jar. I like to collect jars from, of course, the foods that I have. You can actually go ahead and get a professional jar, but I like to use the resources that I have when it comes to doing my artworks, because I'm not trying to spend more money than I need to. Here are two bonus supplies that I'm adding to this list. I know it's about watercolors, but I just can't help myself. I love art pastels as well too. So these are two sets that I have. I have oil pastels and I have some soft pastels. This brand is pronounced Sennelier. Yeah, it took me some time to figure out how to pronounce it properly, but these are the Sennelier art sets. This is the landscape set. That's when it comes to the oil paint. And then we do also have, I think these are like the light tones for the next set. That's with the soft pastels. These are absolutely great because you can actually use these with water, or you can use them with a solvent, such as mineral spirits. And they're also really great to layer on top of your watercolor paintings. So I absolutely love these. They blend really well, even not using any of those things. So not using water, not using a solvent. As you can see, I'm testing it out so you can see how it blends, but they work absolutely perfect with those two other mediums that I had mentioned to you before. But they're really great. I'll show you how to use them in addition to your watercolor paintings at the end of my quick little time lapse that I have. So I just wanted to show you how it looks for me to go ahead and do a quick little sketch. I didn't think it was necessary for me to do a tutorial for you. If you do want to see a tutorial on, of course, doing some watercolor painting, I can do that, but in my personal opinion, I feel like the same would work if any of the other videos that I did when it comes to acrylic painting, because the principles are pretty much the same if we're being for real. Now that the time lapse is over, my next step is to add more details into the artwork itself. So I'm going to use my pastel pencils. The brand that I'm using is called Faber-Castell. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, but who knows with all these different brands. But either way, I'll go ahead and add a picture right here for you, and I'll have the link below if you would like to get your own. As you can see, using the pastel pencils, they work really great when it comes to adding it to a watercolor artwork. I'm telling you what, mixed media artwork is my favorite way to go when it comes to creating my paintings, just because of the layering capabilities. You can build up so many layers when it comes to, of course, making your artwork. The paint part is quicker, just to get some colors in, get your grounding when it comes to the artwork, and when it comes to the pencils itself, it's perfect for adding in the details. Look, I'm even using a brush. I use my paint brushes to go over the parts that I have just drawn in, and I can go ahead and soften some edges and then go back in and add more hard edges. You don't, of course, have to use a brush. I just think it's a lot quicker for me because it removes more pigment and it just blends it out perfectly. But you can also use your hands if that works better for you. Just go ahead, go with the flow, and just do what works better with you. This is your time to go ahead and experiment and figure out what works best for you. There's times where I even use a paper towel. That's another thing that you can use. So just going back over it, you can use a brush, you can use your hands, and then you can use a paper towel. Either way, it's just quicker, get it done, having some fun doing the artwork. Now I finally come to a place where I can say I'm satisfied for now. So this is the end of the video. This is what my artwork looks like. Of course, I can go back over it, work on it some more, go over details, flesh things out, but I think I can save that for another video. I just really wanted to go over some of the best watercolor supplies that you can buy, even the ones that are just best for your buck, to be honest. If you're still here, don't forget to subscribe and share your projects that you have with me. Add them below or find me on Instagram and just let me know what's going on in your life. I will definitely see you guys next time. Have a good morning, noon, or night. Bye.